Once upon a time, in a quiet little village surrounded by fields and hills, there lived a young, athletic boy who carried big dreams in his heart. He was strong, fast, and full of energy, but above all, he was hungry for success. For him, winning was everything. He believed that success was measured only by crossing the finish line first. He felt that being a winner made him important, respected, and admired by everyone around him. This belief pushed him to train harder every single day. One morning, a running competition was announced in the village. The boy was thrilled. He knew this was his chance to show everyone how talented he was. Only 3 boys, himself and 2 others, were chosen to compete. As the news spread, a large crowd gathered near the racetrack. People came from every corner of the village. Among them was a wise old man, known for his calm mind and deep understanding of life. When he heard about the little boy and his desire to win, he traveled far just to witness the race. The race began. At first, it seemed to be a close competition. The boys ran with all their strength, their feet pounding against the ground, dust rising behind them. But soon enough, the young boy pushed harder. He reached deep within himself and found the determination, power, and speed he needed. With a final burst of energy, he crossed the finish line first. The crowd erupted with cheers. People clapped, shouted, and waved proudly at the boy. But the wise old man stood still, calm and silent, showing no excitement at all. The boy, however, felt proud and important. He believed he had proven himself. A second race was soon announced. This time, 2 new, strong and athletic challengers stepped forward. The boy welcomed the challenge with confidence. The race began again, and once again, the boy ran with everything he had. His legs moved like lightning, and he left the others behind. He crossed the finish line first, just as he had expected. The crowd cheered just as loudly as before, celebrating the little champion. The wise old man, again, remained quiet. Still no smile, no applause, no sign of emotion. Yet the little boy continued to feel proud, convinced that winning was the only thing that mattered. Filled with excitement, the boy shouted, "Another race! Let's have another race!" He wanted more victories, more cheers, more admiration. But this time, the wise old man stepped forward slowly. He looked at the boy and presented 2 new challengers, an elderly, frail woman and a blind man. The boy stared at them in disbelief. "What is this? This is not a race. How can I compete with them?" But the wise old man simply said, "Race." The race began. The boy sprinted ahead, reaching the finish line easily. He was the only one to cross it. The blind man and the frail old lady had not even taken a single step. They were still standing at the starting line, helpless and unable to move forward. The boy raised his hands proudly, expecting another wave of cheers. But this time, the crowd stayed silent. No applause, no smiles, no sign of emotion. The cheers that once made him feel important had disappeared. Confused and hurt, the boy asked the old man, "What has happened? Why doesn't anyone care that I won? Why is nobody cheering for me?" The wise old man looked at him kindly and replied, "Race again." This time, he added, "But finish together, all of you." The boy stood quietly for a moment, thinking about the old man's words. Then, for the first time, he walked back to the starting line, stood between the blind man and the frail old lady, and gently took their hands. When the race began, the boy did not run. He walked slowly, guiding the blind man with care and supporting the old woman with patience. Step by step, all 3 of them moved forward together until they finally crossed the finish line side by side.
The moment they finished, the crowd burst into loud applause. Their cheers were even louder than before. People clapped happily, smiling with admiration for the boy. The wise old man, who had remained quiet all this time, finally smiled. He nodded gently, showing his approval. The boy felt proud again, but this time it was different. It was a warm, deep feeling, a kind of pride he had never felt before. The boy turned to the old man and asked, "Old man, I don't understand. Who are the people cheering for now? Who is the real winner among the three of us?" The wise man placed his hands on the boy's shoulders and looked into his eyes. With a soft voice, he said, "Little boy, in this race, you have won much more than in any race you have ever run before. Today, the crowd cheers not because someone won, but because of how you chose to race." He continued, "In life, your life, you must ask yourself, what are you truly running for? Are you only hungry for success? Is winning your only goal? Do you think being first is the only thing that makes you important? If you run only to win, people may cheer for a while. But if you win again and again by defeating everyone, one day the cheering will stop. People will stop celebrating you because they will see that you run only for yourself." The boy listened carefully, taking in every word. The old man went on, "When you reach the end of your life and look back, the real question will be this: who was running beside you? Were they weaker, older, slower? And if they were, did you help them? Did you slow down so you could finish together? Because that, little boy, is the best race you can ever run, the race where everyone reaches the finish line together." He smiled and said, "Run the race of life. Run with passion. Run with purpose. But never forget, winning is not what matters most. What matters is the way you run, the kindness you show, the hands you hold, and the people you help along the journey." And so the boy learned a lesson that day, one that stayed with him forever. Do you think success feels more meaningful when you achieve it alone, or when you help others reach the finish line with you?